Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everybody? This is Joseph Conlon here tonight with your Monday Night Raw review on Monday, March 1st, 2020. Raw tonight was terrible and boring as always, but I do not remember the last time I was happy at the end of a terrible episode of Monday Night Raw. Nothing meant anything outside of the WWE Championship stuff. But man, Bobby Lashley is the new WWE Champion, and The Miz will not be missed as the WWE Champion. Get out of here, Miz. Get out of here. His reign will not be remembered, and his reign will not be missed. It is the era of the almighty Bobby Lashley as he took the WWE Championship. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about how Bobby Lashley took the WWE Championship leading up into this match. I'm probably not even going to talk about the other stuff on the show, just to save time. I know I got some, I got some more content coming up this week. I got 3 collaborations. I'm sure those videos are going to be 40 plus minutes. I got a podcast, which, by the way, I tweeted out last night, and I want to say it again here on the channel. I do want to thank everybody that came out, supported the video, hit the like, left a comment, viewed the video. If you messaged me via a tweet, a DM on Twitter, a text message, a DM on Instagram, whatever, I really do appreciate your support. Your support means the entire world to me, and there's two things now that I say I wouldn't be here doing this if it wasn't for my passion and you guys supporting me, subscribing, giving me feedback. I wouldn't be here for that. So I really appreciate everybody who came out and supported me on that video. I can't wait to get the podcast started on Saturday. So thank you guys so much for that. And let's talk about the WWE Championship stuff. Before that, though, I'm not even going to talk about the other things that happened on the Raw. I might dive into the whole Braun Strowman thing Saturday on the podcast. That might be one of my topics. But we had Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus in the first match of the night. They went about 25 minutes. They had a very good match. If you guys did not see that match or didn't want to watch Raw, I would go out of your way and spend a couple minutes watching this match. This was a very good match. Nia Jax defeated Naomi. Naomi jobbed out. Braun Strowman had a promo. He was interrupted by Adam Pearce and Shane McMahon. I think I'm going to dive into more of this on Saturday on the first episode of the podcast. It led to Braun Strowman and Adam Pearce against the Hurt Business for the Raw Tag Team Championships, which the Hurt Business retained the Raw Tag Team titles. Thank goodness. So that's that. Damian Priest defeated Elias. Randy Orton had a backstage promo where Randy Orton was talking to Randy Orton, but it was Bray Wyatt's voice. So that's all but confirmed for WrestleMania. And Matt Riddle and the Lucha House Party defeated Retribution. And then Mustafa Ali defeated Matt Riddle. So that is all the stuff that happened on tonight's Raw outside of the WWE Championship. But how did we get there? How did we get there? So McIntyre started off the show. Miz interrupted. He said, for McIntyre, you should be upset at Bobby Lashley and what he did to you at the Elimination Chamber. I had to make this deal with Bobby Lashley so that I could cash in. And, we should work together. Miz, Morrison, and McIntyre, that's their idea. The amigos, or whatever Morrison said. I don't even know. But they should work together and take out Bobby Lashley. MVP came out and said, Drew, I've known you long enough. You're not going to stand for this, are you? And Drew McIntyre was like, no, I am not going to need help from anybody to take back my WWE championship that I won. So MVP then tells Miz, your title match, you're going to be defending the WWE championship against Bobby Lashley at the top of the hour at 9 o'clock. So 9 o'clock hits, okay? Bobby Lashley's music hits. The Miz, it takes a while for the Miz's music to play. Then his music plays over the PA system and all that stuff. The Miz, then we see him in the back. He's on the ground holding his stomach. He said he's got nerves. He's got stomach cramps. He's got knots in his stomach, butterflies. Adam Pearce is like, this is ridiculous. You're the WWE champion. You have to go out there and defend your championship. If I have to carry you at the 10 o'clock hour out to the ring, I will carry you out to the ring. So then Bobby Lashley went to that where Miz and Morrison and Pearce were. Pearce and Morrison got out of the way. Bobby Lashley got in the Miz's face and said, you will defend your championship at 10 o'clock or else. Or else, Bobby Lashley said. Then we got to 10 o'clock. Bobby Lashley and the Miz were both out there. Ring introductions. The referee, he rings the bell. Before he rang the bell, Miz was like, we need to save this. This is a big enough match for WrestleMania. The Miz, the WWE champion, against the challenger, Bobby Lashley. A match that fans are clamoring over, which is not true, by the way. No one's clamoring over Miz Bobby Lashley. But my point is, Miz wants to save this match for WrestleMania. MVP says no. The bell rings. Miz runs for the WWE Championship. He hijacks out of the Thunderdome. He leaves. Bobby Lashley wins via countout, and The Miz retains the WWE Championship. Bobby Lashley is all pissed off. MVP is pissed off. He's like, this is bullshit. This is twice now that The Miz has done this, and we're going to go find management backstage. Later on, Bobby Lashley and MVP, they confront Shane McMahon, and Shane McMahon says that I will consider stripping The Miz of the WWE Championship and awarding it to you if he don't defend the championship against you tonight. Then, about 3 minutes before the match, The Miz is backstage with Shane McMahon. He's like, you need a champion like me. I carried blah, 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 whatever. Whatever bullshit The Miz had to say, all right? And then not Bobby Lashley. Shane McMahon says, you will defend the WWE Championship and I will consider some stipulations. I think that's what he said. So they both get out there. Shane McMahon interrupts before the match, and he said, I did come up with an idea, and Miz, so you have nowhere to run. We're going to bring out some lumberjacks. I honestly really liked this idea. This made perfect sense in my opinion. So, this Miz-Bobby Lashley match was a lumberjack match for the WWE Championship. You had the entire Raw locker room out there surrounding this match. Miz tried to get away. He made a deal with Garza and Gulak. They both rejected. Gulak threw him back in the ring. Bobby Lashley hit him with a clothesline. Miz got absolutely zero offense in this match. Bobby Lashley hit a clothesline in the corner. Bobby Lashley hit a choke slam on the Miz. Miz then tried to make an offer with Retribution. The members of the Hurt Business, Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin, they threw the Miz into the ring. Bobby Lashley set up for the Hurt Lock. MVP's like, now, you got to do it now. And then Bobby Lashley hits, he puts The Miz in the Hurt Lock, and The Miz taps out, and Bobby Lashley, I did not expect this to happen tonight. I'm going to tell you, Bobby Lashley is the new WWE champion. And why did I not expect this to happen tonight? Folks, this is WWE. Okay? I like when I'm wrong. I just want you to know that. I like when I'm wrong on certain situations. In this situation, I'm happy that I'm wrong. I thought the main event, Bobby Lashley versus The Miz, they were going to have a match. I thought they were going to do, let's just have Bobby Lashley set up for the spear. While he runs for the spear, Drew McIntyre comes in, claymores Bobby Lashley, and they brawl. And Pierce comes out at the end and announces a triple threat match for Fastlane. All right, that's what I thought was going to happen. I would have came on here and I'm like, that is so lazy. That is a terrible idea. But they did not do that. They legit put the WWE Championship on Bobby Lashley. That is absolutely the correct decision. Again, The Miz is out as the WWE Champion. Goodbye. Adios. On to Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. You go. Where do we go with Bobby Lashley and the WWE Championship? I don't think Bobby Lashley needs to defend that championship at Fastlane. I don't think he needs to. I think it's unnecessary. I think one way or another, Drew McIntyre is going to be in the WWE Championship match at WrestleMania, because to me, if he's not in there in the championship match, what are you doing with Drew McIntyre? What is Drew McIntyre going to be doing at WrestleMania outside of the WWE Championship that is relevant and it's important? So one way or another, Drew McIntyre is going to be competing for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. But that doesn't mean we settle for a one-on-one match between Bobby Lashley and Brock, and I just spoiled what I was going to say. Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. Folks, this is the perfect time to call Brock Lesnar, get him on the phone, and tell him, yo, we want to do you, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby Lashley in a triple threat match for the WWE Championship. They got to get Brock Lesnar on the phone. If they want the WWE Championship to main event one of the nights, I think Brock Lesnar has to compete for the WWE Championship. No disrespect to Drew McIntyre. I love Drew. No disrespect to Bobby Lashley. I love Bobby Lashley. But Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley, folks, that's not a WrestleMania main event match. I'm sorry. I'm taking Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks over that match. If you add Brock Lesnar into there, you get Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre. They settled their thing from last year's WrestleMania. You have Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre settled their thing from Elimination Chamber. And then you have Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar in the same match for the WWE Championship. This is the one reason why Bobby Lashley came back to the WWE. The only reason he came back to the WWE was because he wanted a match with Brock Lesnar. He never got that in the first 3 years he's back. There's a reason. Okay? There's a reason why Bobby Lashley has been a monster ever since he lost to Drew McIntyre all the way back at Backlash. There's a reason. You're not going to have Bobby Lashley be built up for nearly 10 months to lose to Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. I'm sorry. Brock Lesnar needs to come back. Brock Lesnar needs to be in the championship match at WrestleMania, and we need to get that face-off that Bobby Lashley's been talking about and that fans have been talking about. We need to get that face-off between Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar at Raymond James Stadium at WrestleMania. If you're going to do it, now's the time. Now is the time. If not now, when? When? And that is your Monday Night Raw review tonight here on the Big Fight Field channel. I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you have not already, subscribe to the channel. We got huge videos coming up to this week. Wednesday night, AEW Dynamite review with my new co-host, Wesley Williams. Thursday night, NXT review with my new co-host, Cameron Johnson. And so much more this week coming up on the Big Fight Field channel. I can't wait for you guys to see the rest of the videos for this week. Comment down below your thoughts about the new WWE Champion, Bobby Lashley, and what you think happens between now and WrestleMania, leading up to WrestleMania, and Bobby Lashley being the WWE Champion. Hit that like button if you like what you heard from me in the video, and go follow me on Twitter at Conlon_Joseph. And guys, I will see you back Wednesday night for your AEW Dynamite review, the go-home show before Revolution this Sunday. So have a good night, guys. Stay safe. And as always, stay classy.